Well, let's do some of this game. Continue. Hold. Okay. 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 Make sure everything's good. Mark as red. Okay. Resume. Right, we're in the security room. Is that a lion? What's it got in its mouth? Some kind of button, right? You can push it. I can barely make it out. Something carved inside the surface. A sun? Are the lions eating the sun? Yeah. Whatever. Right now we need to focus on getting out of here. I'm gonna push that button. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Whoa, lights turned off. It's a light switch. What the hell? Strange looking set of shelves. Check it out. It's all lit up. Yeah, pretty colorful. Do you think it's a hint? Maybe. Shelves are all lit up. Different shapes and different colors. Red and yellow sand. That's what I thought. Stop that. Hourglass looks like the sand inside is red. And it's red on the top. Looks like number 4. 4, what the heck does that mean? Given the purpose of the most hourglass, I guess it means 4-second clock. 4 seconds for all the sand to run out. There's a 4 there. And you're an 11. Nine switches. There's switches? Oh, I see it now. Thunderbolt icon up there, my guess is these are a bunch of power switches. They're all red. I mean, they're off. Can I flip some of them? Did you hear something? Yeah, I did. Kind of like starting up sound. Security cameras? I thought so. Hey, what about Temiuji, Clover, and Quark? Can you see them anywhere? See just as well as I can. Nobody's here. No Dio or K either. Nothing? Okay, well, I'll turn them all on then. Each screen seems to be the security camera. I can't see anybody though. Each screen seems to be for a security camera. Okay. Rubbed it a little and turned on. I think the rest is gonna be that easy though. Look at the screen. Login screen. We need to put in a password. I'll give it a shot. I won't give it a shot. What's the password? Look around a little more, maybe we can find some kind of clue. Right? Isn't that surround speakers, man? Maybe bumping in here. I don't have a password for you, so eBay. It's blank. I wonder what this is. Don't know. Got a machine. Tell machine, I wonder what it does. Alright, you can keep your secrets. First step, red line. Second step, magenta. Third. Pretty deep though. This is more of a landing than a simple step. Cyan line. A chair. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Also a password. Well, I don't see much that I can do. Glass table. Thank you. Pie. I don't know what you want from me. You don't really code into anything. A, D, G, B, S, G, D, Q, and Y. What it says. Maybe I missed like a table or whatever. Something I can interact with? I don't think so. Maybe you turn on? Green. You know what? Might as well try it. Can I type with the lights off? Green, yellow, and red. A, D, G, B. It's just that simple? Did it work? Yeah, I guess so. Good job. Cakewalk. You see this icon? I do. The one in the upper left corner? Yeah. I wonder what that icon means. I want to find out how. Okay, change the colors to the correct ones by selecting the hexagons triangles. 4 moves to complete the puzzle. So what, if I hit one, does the other ones change? They do. God, I'm good. You figured it out. Not bad. And my reward. Huh? Nice try. Should have got something for you though. And this new icon, right? What was that noise? Nothing happened on the screen. Look up. One over your head, huh? I was you. You was I. How much of a sentence? It says I was you. I saw you. What's red? TMJYUV. TMJYUV GJ. TMJYUV GJ. TMJYV GJ. Motherfucker. TMJYUV GJ. TMJYUV GJ. One's done too. Same results as before. Another icon in the corner. I'm to the red one, I understand. That would mean. Oh, what does the red one look like again? What are the... no. Ah! Stop. You know what? Well. How that works, okay. Don't click it, thank you. Okay, it's the green for the, what's it called? Triangles. Is it even possible? You can touch these? I didn't think you touched those. Ha. And look at that puzzle. It's really to celebrate, check your screen. Got a new icon. What are you doing? Is it the other one? Look up. Will be me. SGD, Q, and Y. SGD, Q, and Y. Done. Good. That's all of them. Oh, well done. Would you really kill you to take the disdain, like 10%? Yes, look at the corner of the screen. Yeah, I see it. It's an icon. Must be an hourglass? Touch him to find out. Right. Well, we have an 11 and a 4. Oh, what colors are they? Can I see that without having... It's red and yellow, I remember now. See how many seconds each of these hourglass contains? Each of those numbers at the bottom of the screen. Makes sense. I know, just... Yellow... You're an 11? You're a 4? You can't just count the lines. Aren't you 7? You're 9? You're an 11, I already know you. And you're 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got closer to this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you're 15? Yeah, okay. What's the point? What's the purpose of like flipping them though if you just count the stinking lines? Got it? Not bad. I count on the screen now. There it is. Hey, look. Screen changed. I was you. Will be me, right? Blank knows everything. Will knows everything. How is this? Different word in each one. We're supposed to shuffle them around until it makes sense. How well look at the screen underneath them. The same words as the 9 squares. Supposed to use a console to move the words around. That'd be my guess. Okay, let's give it a shot then. What is the right one again? Hold yourself. I'm discounting on you. That's supposed to mean. Will be me. I was you. Okay. I was you. Will be me. She knows everything. You was. Oh, why won't it work? You don't need some of the words? You think? What do you mean by that you don't need some of the words? Maybe we'll need these two on. So, we gotta turn off everything she knows. What the frick? You can see. Sigma. Go back down. Touch it. Just as I thought. Yeah, looks like you got it. Good work. Nothing changed though. Well, at least not here. Yeah, take a look at the screens up on the wall. Alright. Moon, sun, star. Let's do the inverse. Or did I break it because I got the actual puzzle now? Maybe not. No. Okay. Oh, nice work. Okay. Screen changed. Yeah, different password this time. Moon star star. I just don't get the point of the hourglass. What are you? The security room? Moonton star. Ding. 2 cards and a key. Different image though. Well, I guess there are 2 of them actually. There are the star keys to announce Sarah was talking about. And then we've got the same key as usual. Okay, let's get going. That's the wrong door. It's locked. I'm gonna open it, okay? You ready? Yeah, of course I'm ready. Get on with it. Right, here we go then. 3, 2, 1, blast off. I'm gonna put it on auto and I will read when I had to, but I'm folding some laundry. Not many, just a couple towels.
Wait, I just realized something. When
What's
we
that?
were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah.
Oops,
Don't
under
know
the
how much
bombs.
luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. What do we do?
Leave that to me.
All you, Fi. You know how to use this thing? You know how to use a computer in 2028?
Human could operate it. That means there's
You're a
logic to
20-year-old?
how it's set up. A computer
In
computes,
2028?
a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you
You're
start to
20 years
figure out
old, stop
how
being
to
so
get it to
philosophical.
people, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Come across as arrogant. Monitoring video data? Say this is it?
Knock it
Would
off.
work?
Makes
Who
it
places
sound
their
like
files
you're
that way?
better than me or something.
What? No data. What the heck is this? Where'd it go, Fi? You broke it. Everything says no data.
Let's check the log.
Year 1?
Damn it. This isn't good.
Data.
Looks
Year
like all the
20.
video data was removed
My data?
before we got
Almost
here.
fricked.
That would be
By
my
0?
guess. All it says here is administrator.
Darn. Zam. Well, that's a little frustrating. If we just could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's
Want to
this?
open it?
Yeah.
It says Gollum status.
Turn that bad boy back on, man. Should be the system logs with those robots. Told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah.
I
You
don't,
mean
but
the
I
room full
believe
of
you.
robots on the other side of the green door.
Yep.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here has been erased, too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
Scroll down. There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. Golem. I knew it. That golem we met is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Gollum, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah, but he said what passes for a golem's brain, I guess, wasn't the main computer. Alright, everything's volted, look at that. Only his body was disabled, his brain is probably still functioning. You have a goth night. I see these logs. I'll go back to speaking to myself.
Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cash. These file names are all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Take one and open it, I guess.
This is...
Sigma and Phi. Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably from right after K decked this. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left in a minute. Just watch.
interesting.
See?
This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Ah, my coaster fell. Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Forgot I had coffee instead of tea and I was very surprised. Yeah, oh my god, I got chills from that. Man, to be able to figure out who the killer is, maybe even who Zero Sir is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
I told you I don't need you to kiss my butt. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. Started going through the rest of the files. The security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
It leaves them in Yuji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. Vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I get my balance gone. What? Why is she talking like that? Sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. Radical 3? What's going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. Why is she moving so fast? Watching a video and fast forward. What the heck is this? Wait, would it be me? Maybe my brain's slowing down somehow? It's like everything else is speeding up. So I couldn't make out what she was saying. Not a weekly. I just shut to try to sort out what was happening to me. Woke up several minutes later. Opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. Head up slowly, rubbing tenderly in my head. Phi, who would have been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over to me as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again. We have the antibodies. Wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I had quite a sigh of relief. I'm fine.
You sure?
Don't worry about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've
Your
got a lost and
sanity's
found.
pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I think I must just be getting tired. I'm surprised it didn't catch
I
up
hope
to me
that's
sooner.
all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
Just a moment, I thought about Radical 6. I didn't want to worry if I didn't have to. Better just stay quiet about it.
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
What are you,
Fine.
my mom?
No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this. Footage from
What is it?
room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Golem's cache. You'll see in a minute.
When was this recorded? Up there on the right?
Can
Is this
you
some sort of
figure it
time
out?
code? 42455. I barely. No, there's a bunch of numbers. Can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah, the central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system.
Like 100
It might
years
as well
later.
be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's K. He also has his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is
pause
left.
that and magnify it.
21 minutes. I haven't played in like 3 days. 2 days. That means the footage was from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right? That would have been the white doors in this case, right?
After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? That means we're getting here as a K 1 minute
Right.
before he saw us. And then right after he tried to resuscitate
Yeah,
Luna.
if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that. I
Are there
looked
any other
around, but I
angles?
couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a recording? A record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death.
Exactly. Are you ready? Okay, let's
Yeah.
keep going.
I
I'll
know
move
who
back
killed
to the
Luna.
start of this file so we can see it in chronological
I played
order.
through... No, I know how
Let's
reckless
say
Clover
this
can
is
be.
0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is. So,
Right?
this is the start of our footage. Yeah,
No one
about
here?
a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait,
This.
I didn't know it's been a minute. That's the hourglass
Yeah,
we used earlier?
If I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh? Oh, someone's coming in. Luna, is that Clover behind her?
This is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? It's not really a fight, looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent
Yeah.
and listening to her. Can we hear them?
Wanna
The
listen
audio
to
track?
it? Don't know.
What the heck is
The
this?
audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, won't be able to understand anything like that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes
Huh?
on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey, they're gone? As I watched Clover move steadily closer to Luna, I backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued to her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? Oh no, you said
Yeah,
this
this
was,
is
was
the
it?
only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left? Or at least she was kind of
Yeah.
panicking.
This is about a minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Only Clover left? Luna's still in the room.
Hold on.
That means...
Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He disappeared too? And below the bottom of the frame?
I don't know.
What's he up to?
But I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Remember what he said when you
Why?
asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying? He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time? He went to the crew quarters after
so
we left
what
them?
would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
They do lies all the time anyway, and whatever it was, it
Yeah, I
happened
think
during
so.
this time. Alright, now he's left.
Maybe
Looks like
he
he's
heard
left in a hurry.
noise. The cyan
Like
door
what?
opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up.
Everyone wants to party around
That
inside the
brings
crew
us to
quarters,
0
huh?
hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
It's Kay. Ah, when he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom
If
of the
Kay
frame,
was
like
telling
the
the
others.
truth, This is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna.
So we had a scream 3 minutes
Anyway.
ago when Clover and
Nothing happens for the next
Luna
16
were in there?
minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
sure.
Alright. Should be around here.
How about finding and recording someone playing bombs?
Okay. You should see something you recognize in a minute here.
Yes. Hey, coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we come
Yeah.
full circle, right?
We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
When she goes there, he'll tell us all about Luna's death. Don't
That's
go,
all the
don't
footage
go.
I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us. Well,
You mean
I
it killed
can't
Luna,
say
right?
for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is?
Went over to the footage in my head. 0 hours, 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours, 10 minutes, they're both out of frame. 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. Zero hours, 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. Seems like that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio exits the room. 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears in the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 60 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours, 29 minutes, Kay enters the frame. Looks at his bracelet. It says 0 hours, 21 minutes, remaining time until the primary doors open. Seems to be only one conclusion.
What makes you think so?
Clover.
Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover.
Because I know
Either one
Clover.
could have killed Luna too.
Footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. Take one other thing into account. The case against
What
Clover
is
gets a
that
lot stronger.
element?
Leo's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave the three people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
Obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door.
Yeah.
You get it?
He knew we had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at?
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible. How are they supposed to get through there without Luna? But didn't even mention her. He didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of two reasons. One, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Or two, he killed Luna himself. Second one doesn't seem likely though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. Guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Whereas Luna, Sigma and Phi wouldn't be able to get through the white doors without her. Seemed like the kind of guy who go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. Doesn't clear him, of course. Doesn't make it a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're all left with only one other
When
option.
Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too. And it does seem like Clover had a motive.
You mean what Alice noticed?
The movement of the AB rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off. Or, maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, Something happened that drove Clover to murder.
When did Clover get the injection
I
gun?
would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there's one last thing. Any other footage
No,
that showed
nothing
anything?
to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
Is there a
So
certain
I'm
ending?
done.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. Not going to know the truth unless we get out straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is, she has to be.
I sure hope so.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
No one's here?
Alright, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it?
Yeah.
You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4.
There's a body in two? Maybe two of them? I don't know if Alice is still there or not. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. A thing that looks just like your friend. Not them anymore, just a strange cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead into your stomach that just sits there poisoning you. Turn and left the room.
No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours?
Seeing nobody in them except, you know, Alice and Luna. Lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. Lean back against the wall and then a long,
What's
weary
wrong?
sigh.
You need to. What are we doing right now?
Looking
Right.
for the
I
others.
know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. I turned and headed for the door at the far end. Heaved myself up off the wall and followed. First thing I felt was a strange cold sweat of terror. Stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. Lead ball turning to ice, my legs began to tremble under his weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool and feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd left. I wrapped my trembling hand around the end of the bed, hauled myself onto it. When I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. Forced myself to take a long, deep breath. Finally opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot. The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Yeah. Because that partition
Yeah.
was in the way. Handcuffed together?
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed.
Look, see
Why?
the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
You're saying it wasn't one of them
Probably
that did
not.
this? And there's a cut on Temiyuji's left hand. Looks like they're probably from the knife or something similar. Must have been
And the
deep.
blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
Penalty. Primary doors closed, they couldn't get to him. Needles in the bracelets activated
Yeah.
then.
You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
You think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
Yeah, you got a point.
I take
What's
back
wrong?
what I just said. Yeah,
You find something? I bent down and picked up something up and handed it to me. Cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
correct. It has 9 BP too. There's no mistake.
What's Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. Parker doesn't have, Quark's bracelet is here, and that
Your
means
heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
no, it can't be happening.
Hey,
Not
Sigma,
Quark.
calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. In fact,
But
this could be good news. A ray of hope.
ray of hope.
Yeah, if Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
You mean the bracelet that came off before
Yeah.
the doors closed? It's impossible. Zero Junior told us that the only way for it to come off is if your heart stops or
Maybe
when you
he
escape.
got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP. What she was saying, he escaped and came back and left his bracelet here? It's impossible to do. Zero Junior said the door was only open for 9. The number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come
Why
back
do
in.
you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
Heh. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough! Quark is definitely. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Temiyuji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but for all my words, fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Fire was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive.
Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first. Clues.
Why?
To who
What
might
kind
have
of clues?
killed them. Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Temiyuji would have been able to go through the white doors. Killer handcuffed them with a swing to prevent
That's
that.
my guess, at least. That's odd. I can't
What's
find
wrong?
anything. I should have found something. You remember
What?
when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket. Right.
And now you can't find it? You
I
think the
don't
killer
know.
took it?
I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute.
Fine knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine the corpse. After a moment, I saw her hand
Look.
stop.
See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
sorry,
It should
I'll
have
have to
finger-
move your leg a
the
little
finger.
bit.
910. Written in blood, it must be Temiyuji's.
It says 016. Hang on.
What does that mean?
I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's no use. Can't remember. Anyway,
I hope
these
something like
numbers
that.
have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with the Soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
016, huh? Maybe by the only people who could have done it are Kay and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us,
There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
Darn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. What about the old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? We don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? Footage from the security camera paired up with Theo's behavior. The Clover seemed most likely to be the suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. We were in /marker territory. So I'm gonna do one, and I'll be right back.